Should I burst into a opening rambling?
Please do.
Our guys have accomplished to a point, and now it's about the next things that we set our sails on doing. So I certainly like where we're at. I think our team will really be motivated to do special things and understand they've done a couple of special things. Now there's more to it. So be exciting. Questions?
Raise your hand, please, and we'll bring a microphone to you.
Obviously, you guys played really well Friday night. Is there any way that you kind of have to kind of rein them back a little bit? Like, let's not get too excited about this one game because there's obviously a whole Big 12 schedule.
Yeah, that's, I'd be disappointed if I felt like our guys were going to have to be reined in. I think they've enjoyed the victory, the feel of victory, and the wonderful joy and pleasure it is to leave a stadium with victory. And I'd be surprised if they didn't want more of that. It's intoxicating. So
it's more of a positive, like for momentum heading into Big 12 play, you think?
well, yeah, it can certainly be. I'm going to ask this team when I see them this afternoon. Okay, is that enough? Should we just forget it the rest of the year? What do you think? And see what they say. Okay, it'd be my guess that they can't wait to practice and they can't wait to prepare. And West Virginia is a good football team, so they'll be plenty motivated.
Were there any concerns on tape when you and your coaches watched Boston College? I mean, obviously you guys played well, but anything pop up like we need to get better here?
We need to get better at everything that there is on our team. We need to get better in line technique. We need to get better in our defensive punch. I mean, there's places we can get better. And the same point, we will get better.
If you have a question, please raise your hand.
I just wanted to follow up on that with sort of the ups and downs that's kind of started this season. What is the most important part of guys managing that roller coaster from a disappointing win or loss and then following it up with a big win? How did they bounce back, and what is the
You know
key?
what? I gotta be honest with you. If you're used to just winning and winning and winning and winning, then it becomes really old hat. I've never been around a team that accomplished what they accomplished and didn't have a lot of positive momentum going for the next game. I'd just be surprised as I could be to think that would be a very, very difficult piece to put in place. You know, I think I'm responsible there to make sure that they know. I don't think I think they'll tell me, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Back in the back.
Les, the offense looked a lot more open and spread, 3-4 wide, kind of a hurry up, much different than Coastal Carolina. Is that in the playbook, and how did you guys decide, hey, this is
It's
what
not
we
in the
need to do?
playbook. We found it under the shelf while we were at Boston College. We said, hey, guys, what do you think? Maybe we could just put that in today while we're here. And luckily it was there. So, we're that's been in the playbook all along. And the opportunity for us to continue that direction would certainly, as long as we stay accomplished at the things that we're doing while in, that style of offense, we'll stay right with it.
Up front, right here, Coach.
Coach, it seemed like the offensive line had a big jump from week 2 to week 3. What was the big difference that you saw from them in this game?
Well, I think I saw a lot of things that I could say about a great majority of the team, but I felt like they wanted to have impact on the game. And I think that I could say that about Drew Prox and just a number of Khalil Herbert, Puka Williams, certainly Carter Stanley, all came to play. And that's what a team looks like when it's a team effort. So I think the defense played extremely well in the back half of that game, and it wasn't going to be their day.
Scott?
Coach, you stuck with Carter Stanley the first 2 weeks, even though turnovers were an issue. He didn't necessarily play his best. What did you see at the time that kind of showed you he could have a performance like Boston College?
He was quiet. He was not really, he wanted to hear, he wanted to be coached. He wanted to coach. He wanted to make sure that the receivers are in the spots they needed to be in. He was sincere. All those things.
At Kansas, especially the last few years, I know you haven't been here, but it's been kind of a quarterback carousel. How important or stabilizing do you think it can be for a team to just have one guy at that position, for a long time?
Well, I think that if Carter continues to play like that, that'll make a difference at the receiving spot. Gets it out of his hand fast. I mean, there's a lot of places that the quarterback play will make a tremendous difference, and that'll happen.
And did you have a favorite play from his game?
I kind of liked how we played. If we can continue to play like that, there'll be a lot of favorite plays.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. Bring a mic to you.
Good question. The question was, did we win any? Did the team get awards? And the Peyton Manning quarterback of the week was Carter Stanley, and the National FBWAA, which would be Football Writers of America Association, or Association of America would be certainly the way to put it, named us Team of the Week. So I will tell my team that and follow that up with, so now what do you want to do? My guess is they'll want to play harder, better. So.
Back here with Kevin.
Hey, Coach, you've been doing this a long time. Have you ever in your career had more of maybe a 180 in such a small stretch of time in just 7 days? You were pretty low walking in here after that Coastal Carolina game with us, and then just have it flip even on a short week. Have you been involved in anything like that before, where it's been such a drastic change
Yes,
in
I
such a
have.
short period of time?
I'm not going to tell you. Two games. One was very positive and one was not so.
What was the results after those two games last time?
We were trying to find a place to park the plane so that we could go have fun. But we couldn't do it then either. And then the other one was just something I'd rather not talk about. Don't pretend for a minute that when you finish second in a game, like football, where you're exposed, your heart's in it. There's no pretending that there's no nonchalant, it's not that big a deal. No, it's your heart. And you're listening to it beat every pound, every stinking second. And your players, when they have that same issue and effect, boy, you got a good team. So
Up front with Matt.
Coach, I know you're taking
I'll
it.
tell you off record later. walk me out. I'll give it to you.
I know you're taking it big picture approach and all that, but after the first 2 home crowds and then going to Boston and winning that
We're
game,
going to have a home crowd that is spectacular. There is no question that this home crowd is going to be loud, eat a lot of food, drink. They're allowed to drink there now, right? They're going to drink and be loud and have fun, and we are going to play our butts off just as hard as we can. It's a good West Virginia team coming in, and they're worth it. Good question.
David Lawrence in the second row.
Hi, Les. Special teams isn't as talked about as much, but certainly your punt and punt coverage looked exemplary. But overall, your assessment of special teams?
I think we won the special teams battle. I think our punter averaged 49, something like that. And he was spectacular all day. Our kicker, was really high hang time and putting it down in there. What did you find out?
49 on the first one. I'm still looking.
49. What? Don't look about it. I'm good. And if you contradict me, I'm going to deny it. So, I think our special teams are coming. I think there's still a piece of special teams that can be improved. And I would have told you going into that game that I thought that special teams was pretty special. So, but looking at that film, there's going to be ways to improve them.
Anyone stand out to you coverage-wise?
Yeah. The Kenny Logan made 3 tackles on kickoffs, and certainly the opening kickoff. So great young man. Now, I think you'll love talking to Kenny.
Ben.
You obviously kind of joked about finding those plays on a shelf at Boston College, but at what point during the week did you all kind of have a discussion?
We
about-
never did. Those were all plays that we had in position to play, and maybe you didn't recognize them, or maybe we made them look a lot better. One of the two.
So it wasn't like you went into the week and wanted to use certain plays more than you had the first 2 weeks.
Same stuff.
And then I just wanted to see if you had an update on James Zazinski. He didn't play, wasn't available Friday night.
Yeah, I think that that HIPAA would not allow me to give too much, but I think he's somewhere between 10 days and 5 days out.